2 element 40.
Yeah.
And on the top, I just put 3 ohms to 6 meters.
Nice.
For 80 and 160, I'll run a sloper off the
What
off the
frequency
roof.
is the burn?
Yeah.
And that's why you have that arm over there. That's for 160, and the other one is about 50 feet right below the big ring rotor.
Yeah.
So that's like 50 feet.
So you've got reels and the coax just unspools as you raise the tower.
Probably looped over here.
Yeah, I'm working on that actually. I think I'm going to put it into a big can because I was using the reels and it gets too messy when you're trying to bring it down. Things go all over the place. So I think I'm just going to get a big trash can and just kind of like curl it into there and put a lid on it to keep it away out of the weather. I've just rechanged all the coax lines. And all the stainless steel, all the raising cables have just been changed too within the past year. So basically everything's brand new. At the base of the tower, you may have seen I have my lightning block with the grounds. Okay. And so from the garage, which is where we're going to go now, you have individual half-inch hard lines. You can see the lines there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for each band. Okay. This is my closet. You guys can step over here and take a look. I got this set up. So I was going to put the amplifiers in here. So I've got 220 in here and so on and so forth. And what you're seeing over here is this is all the control cables up on top. And all this runs to the other end of the house and also to the base of the tower. And over here, what you have is all the antenna relays for each band and each antenna. And this box over here allows me to phase the stack, run them independently. These are all the switching. And these bandpass filters I'm going to be putting in, this is an 80, 40, 20, high power bandpass filters.
I saw it earlier.
And then from this point on you have 2 half-inch hard lines, 50 ohm hard lines that runs up over the roof into the shack, the operating position where you'll see coming out when we go to the other end of the house.
Sure. Yeah, through the attic?
No, it's actually on the roof.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't go through the attic because of accessibility and also, you know, it's too permanent. If I want to be able to change something or do something, I want to be able to get to it.
Sure.
So I elected to put it on the roof. And it's been working fine.
Oh, great.
So that's it. So we're now on to the operating position on the other end of the wall. Let's go through the front end of the house.
Go into his office.
You guys are friends, not. You can bring in
I see the big amplifiers up here on the shelf.
Yeah, those are the 3500 and the 4-1000s.
Yeah.
We've got 811s up there, 572Bs. Those are the 3CX or 4CX 800s. All the cameras you see over here I've used because I was a professional photographer. And so this is my claim part of the house.
Yeah, I know, the radio shack.
The radio.
Radio room.
And, okay, so what you're seeing here, the reason I have all the monitors and the way they're set up is because I do a lot of RIDI operating. And for this little tour, I bought the RIDI programs and screws up, so you can see. So this is what it would look like if I was actually operating. And
is that FL Digi you use or something else?
no, I only use FL Digi if I want to for a code. This is MMTTY.
Oh yeah, MMTTY.
Okay. So MMTTY is providing me with the RIDI, and my logging program is N1MM.
Right.
And everything interfaces. So it's just a matter of clicking on it, and it brings up the programs and so on and so forth. Now, you see there's 3 stations here. So I'll have 3 stations operational during the contest event. Primarily I'm working 2, A and B, and the third one is basically either search and pounce or just tune up and down and see if something is happening because I don't run assisted. I'm running non-assisted. So this gives me the ability to see what's on the band.
Great, yeah.
I do not have any SDR. Well, this one here is an SDR, so I don't have a scope. So I have to do it the old-fashioned way of tuning the dial and seeing if there's somebody there.
Yeah, that's the way we did it. Just up and down the band. And
so now what you're seeing here are 3 L-crafts, the KPA 500s. They all have independent tuners hooked to them, 1, 2, and 3. The fourth station, which is going to be the 7300,
Right.
is set up going to be set up for 6 meters. So I'm going to use that radio specifically for 6 meters. I can use it for other bands, but I'm trying to keep it simple,
Right.
less switching around. So that'll be my 6 meter antenna, a band, and I'll use that radio with a laptop, which I'll place right over here. They're all Yaesu 1000 MPs. This is the newest radio in the shack, the 7300. Got the computers up here. Everything's automatic. So what happens now? If you watch this light here, at 4 o'clock in the morning, when your eyeballs are falling out of the sockets and you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right, here. See the light goes on?
Yeah.
Okay, what that automatically did is preventing this radio to go onto the same band. And what happens is it switches into a dummy load, which I have on the bottom.
Right.
So even if I key, it
That's
goes into a dummy load. It's not going to blow out the other radio.
Sure.
And this will stay in that position until I change the other radio. And then it'll allow this radio to be hooked up to that antenna.
Sure. Huh.
Yeah.
That's good.
Pretty nifty.
And it's very nice setup. Excellent stuff here.
The all this is controlled by, I call this the brain box. That box up there with all the wires coming out of it.
Yeah.
There's a whole series of relays in there, and everything's set up. It's all hooked up with the radios, band control, and where you're going to be, and relays, and so on and so forth. That's all controlled there, including the fail-safe. So it's all done there.
Really cool. Your design, obviously. It's all.
Yes, there was a lot of time contemplating this.
I bet there's a lot of time putting it all
A lot
together.
of time putting together when I put this.
And then taking it apart and putting it together again, and taking it apart and putting it together.
Yeah.
Well, I honestly, I did have the ability when I was up in New York. We were part of the Boy Scouts. We set up a station at the Boy Scout. So what you're seeing here, that was the prototype up in New York, to see if it worked.
Right.
And then I was able to bring and implement it here. I mean, it still had a few glitches and so on and so forth, for the most part.
But I got to say, Rich, it's got to be really difficult to use those keyboards, especially when they're upside down.
No.
I'm only kidding.
Well, here, see now, all the keyboards will independently operate with that computer, 3 computers. So 3 computers, 3 keyboards. But one mouse, and it allows me to go anywhere here with 1 mouse and 1 keyboard. The only stipulation is that the mouse has to be on the screen that you want to use to type.
Right, right. But so you've got that mouse going across different computers.
Yes.
Wow.
That's
Is that a quick explanation, or does it take a long time?
No, it's just a program that does it.
Oh, there's
that's a
program
really
that
smart
does it.
KVM switch.
Yeah, it's just a program that runs it. And you set up the monitors, where you want to go, which computers it is, and so on and so forth, and you're ready to go. Now, when this station is set up primarily up to 500 watts. I normally use this at low power, putting out 100 watts, and the reason I'm using this is I will drive everything very low, because when you're running RIDI, 100% duty cycle, I don't want to blow anything up.
Right.
Now, when I want to get into the high power, I have 2 auto-tuned amplifiers also that are full 1500s. One over here is the ACOM 1000A, and this one over here is an OM 4001A.
Yeah. You like these amps?
Yeah, I love them.
Good.
This one over here, I mean, you can key down with this amplifier over here continuously at 1500 watts, and it will just like turn me on type of thing. That requires 220 lines on it.
220 lines.
220 lines, 220 amps, so it's 40 amps feeding into that thing.
Yeah, wow.
That one over there is actually a little amplifier. That's only 4CX 800s.
Yeah, I use my big amp. I use the AL1200 with the 4CX 1200 in it.
Yeah,
That's a nice amp.
So,
but it's all manual.
So this station, when I designed it, was my thought was to use it as a group station.
Uh-huh.
You know, have people come in. This is what I did up in New York, as you're
Right.
familiar with. You know, you've got a team of people and you
Right.
operate. But it didn't seem to work out. So I decided, well, okay, so I'll just go single op, you know, 2 radio by myself.
Yeah, I did all single op work. I was with Yankee Clipper, right?
Yeah,
And,
we'll call the Yankee Clipper.
I did a lot of work there for them, with them. And we had teams. We pooled our... it was nice. Like, we pooled our points in teams, and then they gave us nice plaques. I have them all up on the wall.
Yep.
It's like-
And of course, there's you know, the low band pass filters for
Yeah.
each radio. There's another stack of low band pass filters there. And
the most important piece of equipment, though, is that
yes, the
microwave to keep your coffee
No,
warm.
no, better than that. Where is it? Where is it? That one over there, the little white thing. That's the most important.
I'm a coffee maker.
That's the coffee maker.
Yeah.
You gotta have that. If you don't have that,
Right.
you're really stuck.
That's right.
So that's it. So
Well, beautiful shack. Yeah, excellent. I mean, it's really nicely automated. It's you know.
it's played very. There's been a lot of bugs, a lot of things. It's really just getting to the point now where
Yeah.
I'm getting the bugs out of it because
Yeah.
I was getting interference between radios and I couldn't understand why.
Right.
It turned out to be bad coax connectors and
Oh, yeah.
simple stuff.
Yeah, all the connectors. Got to make sure they're tight, or you get RF all over
Yeah.
the place.
So that band switch is using cat control data out of the radios?
Yes.
To decode and into
Yes,
a
what it is,
program for digital logic?
these are the band decoders right here, top 10 band decoder,
Ah, okay.
okay? And that's controlled by the radio, and then that controls that. So the radio tells you what band it's on, and
And then the band decoder gives you dry closure outputs based
Yeah.
upon the band.
per band,
Ah, okay.
just
Gotcha.
to the band. As far as switching the antennas, this is what you'll see. So you have the 3 rotors. 3 rotors. This is the top one. This is the one at 55 feet, and this is the 40. Will be at 72 feet when the tower is up.
Right.
And all the switching is done automatically per radio.
Yeah.
And this here, this little setup over here, allows me to radio A, radio B. So if I want to have the stack, both switches are in this direction, split 1 and 1,
Yeah.
stack both over there, or the antenna that we just fixed is this one right here, and this takes priority. So if I click that over, these relays, these antennas are switched out, and we go to this one automatically, and the same thing this way.
Right.
So,
Okay. Yeah,
so
good.
there is, so I can have basically, let's say, this radio or this antenna,
Yeah.
72 degrees or 45 degrees into Europe, and there's something going on in South America. So rather than having to turn the antenna, I just flip the switch. And I've actually worked New Zealand long path
Oh.
on
Yeah.
10 meters on that antenna.
Wow, that's great. Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
I think that's a good shot.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well, here's a ham who is obviously a senior expert in logic control, because it takes a while to work this out. But he made it. This is an awesome shot. Yeah.
like I said, there's a lot of contemplation time.
Hi.
Hey, my wife Mary.
Oh, hello.
And by the way, I have to introduce you. This is my wife Mary, N2VAW.
N2VAW, very good. Congratulations. I could never talk my wife into even thinking about being a ham.
Oh, that happened when we were just courting and
That's
really
right.
in love.
Of
Now,
course.
now I don't think I would do it. Or have the memory to remember everything.
Yeah.
So you heading out, huh?
Yeah, I have to go to the club meeting.
Okay, catch you later.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.
So that's it. So
Yeah.
and the house, the reason it's here is that our bedroom was on the other side of the house, by basically where the garage is, where
Right.
we were.
Sure.
So taking this section of the house,
Yeah. You can
you know,
limit the amount of
there's no noise,
sound
and also
service.
I have a bathroom there. This is a Murphy bed here. I can open up, and also there's another bedroom right next
Yeah.
door. So we basically close off, and this could be the pump station for the event.
Yeah, that's great.
Very cool.
Yeah, so I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the way it's set up. The location down here is great by the water. I mean, you can't get better than that.
That's right. Yeah, I'm on the other side of the peninsula, so I've got Tampa Bay. That's all right, but not the Gulf over here. So.
Well, I'm 500 feet, and I measured it with a walking stick
Ah,
from the shoreline
yeah.
to the shoreline. So 500 feet this way. which is like a wavelength on 160, so
Yeah.
perfect bounce.
Right.
And the water table is only a couple of feet. I mean,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
stick a, you start digging a hole a couple of feet to put a post
That's
in.
right.
It's water.
Yeah.
So we're basically floating on a boat here.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, all my ground rods are in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting.
So that's the
Well,
station, guys.
Good. Good. Very good. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I haven't really done any contesting since I left up there, and with Yankee Clip Contest Club, but it was a lot of good years. I had fun with them, and also going to their meetings. They always have some good technical
Oh,
meetings.
great
right?
meetings. At
Yeah.
Sturbridge, up in
Oh,
Sturbridge.
yeah,
Oh,
Sturbridge,
God.
yeah, all the time. That was great because they always like technical stuff about stations and contesting, how to put your equipment together, and this would have been a great presentation for that venue. Yeah.
Well, this is where, I mean, I believe me, I walked in cold. When I walked in, I didn't even know they had the internet anymore, I mean, so I was out of it for such a long time.
Yeah.
And then I met a fellow at work, and he was walking down the hall with a QST in the back of his pocket. And that kind of like sparked the interest, and
Sure.
I met some guys, YCCC, they brought me up to the YCCC meeting in Sturbridge,
Yeah.
and I met, this was the October meeting before the contest season,
Yeah.
I met in person, every person that was on the front cover of 73 magazine
Oh,
throughout
yeah.
the entire year.
Yeah.
Everyone that was there,
Yeah.
all the guys were big, heavy hitters.
That's right.
And what really, it was like, I'm not, nothing special, they're just, how you doing? Is there anything I can do? Really open door policy, and
Yeah.
then I had,
They
as I
had a
was saying,
contest cookbook. That was a great piece of
yeah,
documentation.
they still
too.
publish that,
Yeah.
yeah. And when I was setting up the station, I had guys come down from the club, from YCCC, and they helped me with the computers and the logging programs and ideas as far as antennas. So it was really having a mentor. I had
Right.
multiple guys.
Oh,
It was
that's
very-
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was very helpful. I would have never been able to,
Yeah.
get up to speed.
So when you were in New York, what part of New York are you from?
I'm originally from Brooklyn, but I grew, after getting married and raising a family, we raised it in Staten Island.
Yeah. Well, good. Yeah, I was born in Manhattan and lived in Queens and Nassau County.
Whereabouts
Till
in
about I was
Queens?
20.
Whereabouts in Queens?
Up on Queens Boulevard, close to Astoria.
Okay,
that area.
yeah.
Astoria.
The reason I asked that is that as a photographer,
Uh-huh.
I never did any work in Brooklyn.
Mhm.
I only worked in Queens and Long Island.
Yeah.
So
Long Island,
Long Island,
Yeah, Long Island.
Long Island.
Yeah,
Smithtown.
yeah, Smith.
Here we go. Mike, I really appreciate you coming down here, guys.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you,
You're
Mike.
welcome.
Take a bow.
Yep, yep.
Okay.